All right, more sayings of the wise. Proverbs every day. Welcome, everybody. My name is DJ. Unfortunately, I have to make this as rapid as I possibly can as far as the recording goes. But if you're here last month, you know I've got some great songs for you to choose from this week, so or this month. So we'll get to that later. But let's roll it, and we'll get right into it.
It's time for Proverbs every day. Words of wisdom show you the way. Every month a whole new look, different version of the book. Reading the whole chapter each calendar day. Proverbs every day. Proverbs every day.
All right, Proverbs 23, reading from the Modern English Version. When you sit to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is put before you, and put a knife to your throat, if you are a man given to appetite. Be not desirous of his delicacies, for they are deceptive food. Saying 8. Do not labor to be rich. Cease from your own wisdom. I think that means don't follow what you think is right. That's a weird way to say that, though. Will you set your eyes on that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. So yeah, more about just have your priorities in order. That if you're just trying to get rich, that's going to go away eventually anyway. So don't focus on that. Saying 9. Do not eat the bread of him who has an evil eye, neither desire his delicacies. So we're going back to saying 7 there. For he thinks, as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. The morsel you have eaten, you will vomit up, and you will lose your sweet words. Saying 10. Do not speak in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. Saying 11. Do not remove the old landmark, nor enter the fields of the fatherless, for their Redeemer is mighty. He will plead their cause with you. Goodness. Saying 12. Apply your heart to instruction, and your ears to the word of knowledge. Saying 13. Do not withhold correction from a child, for if you beat him with a rod, he will not die. You shall beat him with the rod and deliver his soul from death. Wow. That sounds... You shall beat him. Well, that's just a harsh way to say that. Correction is really what we're after here, not beatings. But, okay. Saying 14. We're going to move right along from that one. My son, if your heart is wise, if your heart is wise, my heart will rejoice, even mine. Yes, my inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak right things. Saying 15. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but continue in the fear of the Lord all day long. For surely there is an end, and your expectation will not be cut off. We fall prey to that far too often, as far as the envying sinners and looking to those that we shouldn't be looking to. It's unfortunate, but we really do sometimes. We need to be honest about that. But continuing the fear of the Lord all day long. In other words, have it there where you are not envious of anybody else because of what they have or don't have, because that doesn't matter. If you're keeping yourself reserved for what God has for you, then it really doesn't matter. Saying 16. Hear, my son, and be wise, and guide your heart in the way. Do not be among wine-bibbers, among riotous eaters of meat. For the drunken and the glutton will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe a man with rags. Oh, speaking of, wow, that's sleeping. Saying 17. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth, and do not sell it. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice, and he who fathers a wise child will have joy of him. Your father and mother will be glad, and she who bore you will rejoice. My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes observe my ways. For a prostitute is a deep ditch, and a seductress is a narrow pit. She also lies in wait as in for prey, and increases the transgressors among men. Saying 19. This one is always fun. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has contentions? Who has babbling? Who has wounds without cause? Who has redness of eyes? There are those who tarry long at the wine, those who go to seek mixed wine. Do not look on the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it swirls around smoothly. At the last it bites like a serpent and stings like a viper. Your eyes will see strange things, and your heart will utter perverse things. Yes, you will be as he who lies down in the midst of the sea, or as he who lies upon the top of the mast. They have stricken me, you will say, and I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I did not feel it. When will I awake? I will seek it yet again. It being wine. All right, so that's it for today. I do apologize. It's nowhere near as long as usual and that sort of thing, but I just have a circumstance that I need to go and take care of. So I appreciate you being here. I do hope that you are blessed by the best, and then you have a time to bless those around you as well. And yeah, like I mentioned, there's there's a bunch of songs for 23, and there's one I didn't get in the voting. So let me know if you like this style. It's very interesting. So enjoy, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Love you guys.
Feast with caution as you dine. Watch each dish, inspect each line. Tempting treats may hide the snare. Guard your hunger, be aware. In the presence of false gains, keep your heart from greedy chains. Deceit lingers in the crowd. Stay alert and stand unbowed. They hit me, but I didn't feel it. Get me another drink so I can win it. Folly leading me astray. Once again, wine calls me to the depths. The underground is where I slip. Waking up, stumbling back to the tavern's grip. But I didn't feel it. On the path to dead broke, but I don't care. Seeing new things that aren't even there. But I didn't feel it. But I didn't feel it. Mom and Dad must be ashamed of me. But I don't know a pathway to be free. Don't waste your breath on fools, they'll scoff at the wisdom you offer. Turn it off. Eyes closed to light, ears deaf to truth. Walking with pride, they miss the proof. Commit yourself to sound instruction. Stand firm and listen well. Embrace the wisdom that guides your heart where knowledge dwells. Seek the truth in whispers of experience. Hold it tight. Discern the paths where darkness fades and wrong turns into right. They hit me, but I didn't feel it. Give me another drink so I can win it. Folly leading me astray. Once again, wine calls me to the depths. The underground is where I slip. Waking up, stumbling back to the tavern's grave. But I didn't feel it. On the path to dead broke, but I don't care. Seeing new things that aren't even there. But I didn't feel it. But I didn't feel it. Mom and Dad must be ashamed of me. But I don't know a pathway to be free. My son, don't cast jealous eyes on those who drink and dine with greed. Excess leads to folly, so plant the virtuous seed. Look away from stingy hands that clutch their wealth so tight. Seek the voice of knowledge that guides towards the light. Wine calls me to the depths. The underground is where I slip. Waking up, stumbling back to the tavern's grave. But I didn't feel it. On the path the dead broke, but I don't care. Seeing new things that aren't even there. But I didn't feel it. But I didn't feel it. Mom and Dad must be ashamed of me. But I don't know a pathway to be free. Let wisdom be your companion, instruction your guide. For in their embrace, true contentment will abide. Turn from the indulgent, pursue paths wise and rare. Listen to the whispers of wisdom in every breath of air. Wine calls me to the depths. The underground is where I slip. Waking up, stumbling back to the tavern's grave. But I didn't feel it. On the path to death broke, but I don't care. Seeing new things that aren't even there. But I didn't feel it. But I didn't feel it. Mom and Dad must be ashamed of me. But I don't know a pathway to be free. Let wisdom